Good morning. Good morning to everyone who is joining me on this beautiful Wednesday morning, February 3rd, Wednesday, 10 o'clock. And we practice again on this platform. So, why I am giving a few more seconds for anyone who wants to join. We are going to use props today, 2 blocks and a blanket, and we're going to do the inversion practice, going upside down. It means changing the landscape, how we see the world around us. And inversions help me, at least, to tap into that, whatever my inner conversation is, over and over. Hi, Susie. Hi, Jane. Good morning. About the subject. I tend to go to the vicious cycle to say the same things for myself over and over. And when I go upside down and come back up, it's like I'm turning the word around. So maybe I am going to be able to see the same thing from a different angle. I don't change the story, but I can change the perspective. I can change my reactions. That I am in control. So inversions help me. Obviously, we are not going to do too much because it's a short time. Half an hour is barely enough, but we do our best. So, good morning to you all. My name is Andrea Kiss, and this is Sun and Moon Yoga channel. Inversions, we are going to use 2 blocks and a blanket. All right, let's go to our mat. I set up the camera. All right. So we are going to use the blocks in front of us and use the blanket underneath our knees for right now. And it's cold in here where I am, so that's why I'm wearing a big, cozy sweater. So we are going to kneel on the blanket. It's optional, obviously. If you don't need it, don't use it. And then please take your hands over the blocks, sit back to child's. So we are going to go for child's pose. So sit back over your heels. And this is the point where if you need padding between the heels and the thighs, please put something else there. Knees for this one slightly open, so the rib cage is going to land on the inner thighs. Extend your arms out. Place the forehead down to the floor. Keep your hands over the blocks. And find a place for the hands where the shoulders can release, open, and not come all the way together towards the head, but create space. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the idea. But reality sometimes is harsh, and it could happen that you would need something underneath your forehead. If that is the case, you are going to grab another pillow or block or something and place the forehead simply on it while the hands rest on the blocks. Actually, for me this morning, it feels pretty sweet. So here we are, arriving to our first pose. Check in with your chin, with your teeth, the tongue, the face, the nose, the lips, and let them release.
Relaxing the back of the neck, the top of the shoulders, the top of the feet. Release, release, release. I'm going to give you a little more time this morning when I'm not going to speak. I love our teachers and I visit my colleagues' YouTube recordings, and Jessica was so nice when on Tuesday, I believe her shift is on Tuesday, she just withdrew herself and let people practice, and I love this idea. So release your hips there. And place your hands down to your mat and simply push yourself up halfway. Take your block away underneath your head if your head's on. Take the other two blocks away, and we're going to move back without the blocks. Move the hands over to the left side and release down into this shape. So we are stretching the right side more. And extend through your right side and breathe. Then move yourself halfway up over to the right, extending through the left arm and release down. And breathe. And please come back to center. Approach your all four posture. Extend your left leg back on the ground. Square your hips and extend through the left heel. Then gently move it front and back. Then take your left knee back underneath you. Extend through the right leg. Shoulder blades. Simply stay in the back. I like to roll my shoulders down a few times and elongate through my neck. So just find that sweet spot. Then place your knees back to underneath your hips and take your right forearm down to the floor. Cross your left arm over and the hip stays over the knees as we approach the head towards the upper forearm. And here we come. We can release the spine, the thoracic spine, the shoulder blades, the chest, the sternum, the ribs, all that. We release down towards the floor and we let gravity take over. And we breathe. Softly, gently breathing. Relax your forehead. Relax the pelvic floor. No sharp pain. Gently breathe. Enjoy. We give that time for ourselves to nourish ourselves. Now we practice self-love when we practice yoga, meditation, taking a hot bath, having a nice, deep, good conversation, having a cup of tea, massage, anything like that. It's self-care, we need that. And breathe. All right, so any pose where we are in for today, if you like it, please visit or stay longer in it. And let's press the right arm down, come back to all four, move a little bit the spine around, hips around, and we approach the second side. Left arm moves down towards the floor, Right arm crosses over, forehead releases onto the forearm, and we rest. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Tap into the neck, the back of your neck, and the space between the shoulder blades, the top of the shoulders. And the best you can, release and relax that part. It should feel refreshing. It should feel like you're truly opening and releasing. So again, we are not going to spend as much time here as I wish we could, just because I really want to introduce you a few more things. So keep breathing, relaxing, and releasing the old way of approaching things and allow these inversions to set up something new for us. Let's change how we see things. And please press your hands, forearms, and come back up to all four and sway your body side to side. And tuck your toes under, come back up, move the blanket right now just to the side, and grab the two blocks and set them up in front of you. So first we are going to come into an Uttanasana, and we are going to set up the blocks. Maybe this height, maybe you need only one block. You will see what you will figure it out for yourself. Okay, so please come up to your feet. Step your feet underneath your shoulders. Bend knees, it could be bent, guys. Okay, just lift your hips high up. Fingertips are on the floor. Maybe some of you, the palms will be down. And then like an inch or so above the hairline, we place the head over the block. And we see if, okay, so what is my height? What do I need? That is not the goal to go deeper, deeper, deeper. It doesn't really matter at this point. The goal is, like, let's say I could do deeper, but this one would give me the chance to truly integrate, breathe, and stay present. So once you found your edge, decided if your knees are straight or bent, fingertips or palms press slightly into the floor just for grounding. The outer edges of the feet press to the floor so the inner arches are lifted. And there is a little weight in the head, not much, just a little, just enough to start calming our systems down. Very gently. Relax your face, your jaw. Relax your breath. Let it just happen. Breathe. It should feel delicious, guys, actually. It really should feel delicious. So sometimes the blocks are not high enough, then we grab a chair and we put our head over a chair. Then please slightly bend your knees. Lift your head up. Place your hands over your hips and slowly guide yourself up to standing. And I just left the screen. Sorry, guys. I just left the screen. Okay, so I'm coming back to the screen, guys, okay? I hope. Not yet. I'm trying out new ways of setting up everything in my yoga room. So that's why the technical difficulty. I apologize. So we are standing tall, releasing the shoulders down, pressing the outer edges of the feet down, engaging the legs. And then please
get a wall or something behind you that you can put your heels on, press your heels onto. Grab one block and come back to the wall and place the balls of the feet down, heels on the wall or something, any furniture, and we come to a down dog. So as we come into our first doggy, we separate the fingers, softly pressing them into the floor and relaxing the thumbs. And then please come back down to all four. So before we are going to really do that, okay, let's stretch through the spine. Navel moves in. Feel your hands pressing into the ground. Bend your elbows, open them apart. Then scoop them in, let the shoulder blades come together as you extend your elbows back up. And again, see what your shoulder blades are doing. Bending the elbows, floating ribs stay in, scooping the elbows in, elongating through the neck as we push back up. So what am I actually experiencing in my upper arms? I hope that you rotate them externally. That's external, that's internal. So it's according to the spine. And pressing the fingers into the floor, especially the pointing fingers. And now keep that action in the arms as you push back to your down dog. And you might have to set up the blocks differently so the head is hanging, gently pressing into the block. And extending through the whole torso. Relax. Bend your knees if you need to, guys, okay? Keeping the arms, the upper arms rotated externally. The head is in between the arms. And I breathe. Extend your legs. Breathe deeply in and out. Spread your toes. Then lower your knees down to the floor. Let's sit back for a second and rest. Then move the block away, please. And we are going to come back to our down dog and wall space. We need that wall space behind us because we're going to reach the foot up on the wall. So placing the hands down one more time. Heels are pressing into the wall. Setting up the arms, navel is in, scooping the arms in, and then let's reach the hips up. Finding just the right place for our body. Engaging the thighs, lifting the hips. And please reach your right leg up to the wall, and then extend your right knee up. Keep your toes tucked, square your hips, and if you could just push your foot into the wall, your hands into the floor, it's so delicious. Inversion. Head is in between the arms, upper arms rotate externally, and we breathe. Goes without saying, folks, if you have to let go of the pose earlier, then I ask you to please slowly come back down and rest and wait for us. And breathe. And enjoy getting taller and taller as you release tension. And look forward. Bring the right foot down to the floor. Keep your heel on the baseboard or on the wall. Then reach the left foot up. Press the balls of the foot into the wall. Square your hip and reach through the arms, through the spine, through the legs. And breathe. And breathe. Then release the foot down.
This time release the knees down to the floor. And come back and sit on your heels if you can. If you cannot, just sit down to the floor in any cross-legged position. And take a moment to breathe. It feels so nice to feel that the blood is just flushing back in. I'm debating, to be honest, in my mind, and I just decided what comes next. So please grab 2 blocks and turn towards the long edge of your mat. We come back up to standing. Okay. We move towards the long edge, like imagine this is the long edge of my mat, and standing in Tadasana. Stepping the feet apart, 4.5, 5 feet apart, so it's pretty wide standing. But feet are parallel, outer edges of the feet press down, inner arches are lifted, and I feel good and safe in my knees. That's the first inquiry. Once you've found that place where you feel safe, place your hands over your hips, lift your heart, and let's sit forward. And place your fingertips to the floor underneath the shoulders. Keep lifting the hips and breathe. Then set up your blocks and place any setting, okay? Place the top of the head over the blocks or the block. So first we start, feet are going to stay engaged and the legs. Bent knees or straight knees, but the hips are lifted. First, we are going to start with pressing the fingertips to the floor and taking the shoulders a little bit further back up towards the ceiling and gently releasing tension from the crown chakra into the block. From the top of the head into the block. And breathe. Now just checking if everything is good there. Great. And then from here, keep your legs active and release your hands back between your legs, placing the top of the hands down and actually relax your shoulders down. So you have to keep your legs engaged. The neck is not suffering from it. Make sure that the neck feels safe and relaxed. There is a little weight coming into the top of the head. And we breathe into this. Then place your hands back down to the floor. Lift your heart, lift your head, place the hands over the hips to come all the way up to standing. Wait. And heel toe your feet back underneath you. And come to your Tadasana again. Standing on the 4 corners of the feet. And for our final pose, it's called the blanket into that little shape. Put it to the wall, an inch or 2 away from the wall. Sit over it and lie down and flip your feet up towards the ceiling. Once you find that part of the shape, then lift your hips and adjust the blanket underneath you so it supports the sacrum and the tailbone has a little space to drop there. And the butt is not touching the wall, it's maybe a few millimeters away from the wall. And here, it's really up to you, up to this moment practice. Hands are on the side or hands are on the body, wherever you feel that you are called for to place your hands over. Maybe you're called for lifting the arms over the head, even though there's a lot for the heart. If you would choose that, just know that it's really a lot. Shoulder blades rest, neck is resting, leg is very gently resting at the wall. So let's close the eyes. Visiting our breath, breathing in and out. So this is like almost 10:30 Eastern time, morning time where I am. I don't know when you watch this recording. If you are with me this morning, then we still have the day ahead of us. So let's inhale 4 or 5 counts and exhale evenly. 4 or 5 counts. Inhale and exhale. Now, if you do this practice in the evening time, you watch the recording, then please inhale for 4 to 5 counts, 4 or 5, your number, you choose, and exhale longer than that. Let's say, if you can, let's inhale for 4 counts, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Please do whichever breathing you chose. Practice that. If you have time and you like this posture, just stay here for longer. Up to 20 minutes is fine. And then, or even longer. But bend your knees. Roll to your side otherwise. And stay on your side and just rest. Push your hand into the floor. You have here to slowly come back up to a seat. And we come to a comfortable seated position. Any comfortable seated position. Sit up tall. Lifting the sternum in the middle of the chest. Elongating the spine. Relaxing the jaw, the chin, the face. Relaxing the shoulders. And turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Fold your pinky and ring fingers in. Fold your thumbs over the pinky and the ring fingers. So these pointing and middle fingers are together. And then you place your wrist over your knees. Prana Mudra. And close your eyes, please.
You're going to flow into even breathing. Exhale everything out. Inhale for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 4. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Coming to the natural breathing. And place your hands together at your heart in Jala Mudra. Elongate the spine and let the chin gently move forward. And together we send out our gratitude towards this practice, towards the fact that we are able to practice. We have the resources, the time, the energy, the will to come to our mat, where we feel safe and where we can be completely honest. We thank our ancestors, our teachers, who guided us to this very place in time, which might not be perfect, which might be filled with questions and difficulties. But once I know what love is not, I also know what love is. And I thank my teachers for guiding me here to this moment. And we are connected, all of us on this planet, all beings. And we send out our request to all be free of suffering one day. May I see the truth. May I speak the truth. May I feel it. Thank you for your practice. Lower your hands down. Lift your head up. Inhale. Thank you again for being here with me, practicing with me. I wish you health, happiness, and as much laughter as you possibly can get. That helps the immune system if we smile. So check out our website, sunandmoonyogastudio.com. We have good workshops coming up this weekend. We have pranayama workshop, and we also have Dayan Bandi. So please visit us, stay with us. Good practice, good life. Goodbye.